Alright, so I know we skipped last week for streaming because of Thanksgiving. So I am casting back 2 weeks to what we were playing or what we were doing before. The only two things I can remember clearly is that we got our butts handed to us by that one Sunder who kept coming back to life. And then we also lost Ivor. Not dead, he just is moving on. So we're going to go ahead and reload. It sounds like the rubber is starting to hit the road in terms of endgame. Let's see, it would be this one. And I think we are starting to close in on the end. We are... Where are we at? Let's look at the map real quick. Game didn't like that. Here we go. Okay. We are... Okay, so this is the blackness, the darkness. Oh, I like that audio thing going on. That kind of tells you something ominous is going on. So this is taking over our world here, right? And we are currently here in the fingernail wield. We are with our mercenary band here. How do I leave? Leave. Exit. Oh, here we go. We are with our mercenary band here. This is the group that I believe went under... Let's talk to people. Maybe the people will jog our memory here. You find the Varl near an empty barrel staring at the darkness. He would be drunk if there was more mead for him. What is it we're doing, Blood Axe? I mean, honestly, what's the plan rattling around in that head of yours? I'm trying to keep us all alive. And you don't find that strange? A Varl berserk playing den mother to a bunch of humans? You get in Sigbjorn's face with a deep growl. Maybe you've outlived your welcome here. Save your show of strength for one of your pups here who might actually be intimidated. You grab the Warhawk by a horn and punch him in the gut. He doubles over coughing. Okay, so clearly Bolverk is losing the respect of his people here. The red-headed Varl grunts, rearing up with a punch that catches you in the chin. While you recover, the ravens all gather round, some daring to cheer. Folka watches with interest. Try to wrap him up and slam him into the ground. You rush in and grapple with Sigbjorn, both of you fighting for an advantage. Everyone else moves back, giving you two a wide berth. When you finally get a hold and throw him to the ground, he rolls, grabs a pot of boiling soup, and lobs it at you. At least this seems mature here. You bat the pot away, but the liquid splashes you and you roar in pain. Sigbjorn's face drops as he sees the rage in your eyes, the berserk. You cover the distance in 2 steps, not remembering drawing your axes. They slash fiercely, wildly, repeatedly. There is one less Varl in the world. Oh shit, we just killed one of our dudes. Everyone stays well away from you until Folka signals that your fury has passed. Even then, the ravens are cautious as they strip Sigbjorn's body of valuables and prepare his pyre. Well, shit skis, right? How many people do we have with us? Oh, we got plenty. We got plenty to go around, am I right? Wish we had more Varl, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, let's talk to her. Volka Zephyr is speaking quietly to Folka when you approach. Not forbidden. Only rare for Volka to have children. So Nichols was... like a son. He was not my child by birth. Alright, Nichols is dead too, by the way. What did you do to him back in that cave? I did the only thing I could do. The thing we never want to do. The Volka's eyes fill with tears. I forced a skip in the pattern, which won't mean much to you. Suffice it to say that menders usually repair skips, or mistakes, in the woven fabric of our world. They cover powerful, exposed threads until all is right, and the pattern is whole. I did just the opposite. You stare at her blankly. By skipping Nichols, I exposed a threat and used that power to end Eyeless's attack. And that cost Nichols his life. Yes, but it is a sacrifice every mender is prepared to make, should it be necessary. How do I know you won't try to skip me when we get to Manahar? Because I can't. It is a conscious choice a mender is taught how to make. Silence spans a few moments. A brave kid, then. The ravens will remember him in a battle chant. I'm sure he'd have liked that. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss? Any idea why Galar would abandon its prisoners? I've been out of contact with the council since I departed for Bindle, but it can't be good. If the prisoners were telling the truth about everyone fleeing to Arborang, King Meinolf will have a serious problem to handle. I wonder if Rook and the others know what they're heading into. They're not our concern. What do you know about that darkness? The Volca stares into the distant sky. Truly nothing, though it feels wrapped in all the trappings of power abused. Enough mistakes to ruin the entire weave. Your anger suddenly rises. More Volca secrets! No, not on my part, but others perhaps. Luckily, we're heading toward the one place with answers. Enough talking, let's get moving. Agreed. We need to get this cart to Manahar soon, and we're not far now. Okay, what are we looking at? Oops. Yeah. So, 3 days of injuries. How much food do we have? 14 days. We really should rest him up, though, because, we have so few Volca here. Alright. These woodcutters were no slouches in a fight with those prisoners, Spar says, coughing. I've seen weaker men in Warden, and I think this group realizes their idea of staying here is a pretty bad one. You want me to recruit them? More fighters are always good, but what's the downside? Same as it's always been, the old wanderer says. They eat like blasted trolls, but can't find food to save their lives. Our supplies will go quicker. We'll risk it. Recruit them. I've got a suspicion you actually like humans more than any other Varl alive, Spar says, chuckling until he starts coughing and wheezing for air. Okay. Several ravens report a large hole in the ground nearby. There's strange marks all around it, one says. Some look fresh, others look like they've been here as long as the mountains. Spar looks up. This hole have smooth sides? About as deep as a varl? He asks. The men nod and Spar grunts. What's in the hole? We couldn't tell, a scout says. No trees around, just a deep hole in the ground about 4 yaxla across. My arms were like chicken skin just looking at it. Let's have a look, you craven. No sooner has the word left your mouth than you see Folka look at you. Were you trying to be funny? Craven and Raven? You ignore her and head for the hole. It's as described. Big, deep, surrounded by scrawlings in the surrounding rock, and disturbing. Toss the scout in to see what he surprises. Someone get in there now! Shoving turns into fighting, and soon a dozen ravens fall into the pit. You take pride in their quick reaction, forming a tight ring, guarding each other's back. When no snakes appear, they start looking for anything of value. Only one fighter finds anything, an old clasp, and gives it to you as you haul him out. Oh, well, we got an item, whatever those holes are. The fighters at the front of the company begin hacking away at dense underbrush. We'll be here all day if the rest of you don't grab our axes and start chopping, one of them growls before wincing at a pain in his hand. As he says, everyone grab an axe. You berate and threaten anyone not chopping through the dense foliage. The fibrous vines and sticky leaves soon fill the air. Everyone is covered in plant matter. Everyone but Ollie, who is standing at a distance, throwing axes at vines ineffectively. Ah! Folka's cry of agony is uncommon enough to draw your attention. Others start cringing and yelping too. Knock it! Rah! Before you can finish shouting, a burning, stinging pain tears through your arm and eyes and nose. Uh-oh. Hold on. I think, guys, I can't talk today. I think the plant is poison, Ollie says before taking another drink. He feels around in his pouch and holds out some brown wet leaves. Here, these are counts. These are counters. These make the poison go away. The pain ripples through you again, making you want to vomit. Grab the leaves and eat them. You shove the leaves in your mouth, swallowing quickly. How long does it take to work? You ask. I don't know, because you just rubbed them on your skin. He hands out leaves to everyone else. A little does a lot, you hear him say. Soon the pain passes, but the entire caravan needs rest. Just a second. My husband's sending me a text real quick. Looks like another godstone.
I always respected Big Lighter the Builder, but if he made those caves we went through, well, I'd have killed him myself.
Oh, right, sorry. You knaves watch your step around these cairns, Spar says, hacking. Many a foolish pilgrim have given their life at the base of this frozen cliff. And don't try working one of the stones free either, or you'll bring the whole damn thing down on us. He glares at Ollie, who pulls his hands away from a stone quickly. The pieces of Biglar's godstone, put together without mortar or daub, represent the mastery of the god's own skill. In life, he traveled the land, laying the world's cavernous foundations and raising mountains. He was ever regarded by the other gods with a wary respect, for one knows how to put things together, will also know how to take them apart. The sound of snickering draws your attention, and you see some kids grabbing stones from other cairns to build a new one of their own. Shout for them to knock it off. Go on! You yell. The kids flee instantly, slipping on the ice but making it back to the others safely. Spar chuckles. How do you think all these other piles were made? He places a stone on another cairn as you start to walk away. An uneasy feeling washes over you and you scan the ravens, clansmen, and bellower's cart for any threat. Blood axe, Spar says in a tone stripped of all humor. My eyes are too old to trust what I'm seeing down there. You follow his gaze and growl. On the distant fields below is a mass of dredge too numerous to count. Waves of them are pouring over hills, though they don't move like an attacking force. There's a banner among them, Folka says near you, but I can't make out the crest. You wave her off her comment and roar a command. Move! Okay. That is a creepy face right here. Sorry. Whoa, look, we're going downhill. Woo! Dredge, you're pouring over those hills like ants. Oh, back here. A large group of the clansmen from Bindle have stopped, gasps and whispers among them. What's the problem now? You ask, breaking into their circle and finding a couple protectively holding a bundled baby. It's a curse, an omen, an old man says. The child's been replaced, changed. Never seen anything like it. You wouldn't know a thing about this, Varl, but they do. He points at the couple and others nod, a few women holding their children tighter. Maybe the darkness did it. Maybe they have dark secrets. It's a sad, hard thing to accept, but either the babe dies or we all suffer fiercely. I'm sorry, what? So the kid is different? Show me the kid? The father hesitates before pulling the swaddling open. Your experience with human children is minimal, but this looks just like any other baby. Look at the head! Someone shouts. You lean down and see feathers? Over the ears, small tufts of pale down feathers, the kind you remember seeing on the neck and under the wings of Ironix. I don't know if it's a good or bad omen. No one harms the child? The mother starts weeping and thanking you. Little Roker, you mumble, and the father smiles. That's what I call him, he says. Maybe the gods aren't... You walk off before he can finish. Okay, so I guess that was the good option? The company comes upon a small village, the people still hard at work with only an occasional glance skyward to see the approaching darkness. Folka sees a man chopping wood as she learned to do a lifetime ago. These people don't know what's coming. They'll figure it out soon enough, you say, and turn to the rest of the caravan. We get what we need from this place and rest if necessary. The next few days will be the hardest and the last some of you will ever see. Folka gives you a look and you snort. Okay. As you instruct a man to check the cart wheels and yoke straps, you hear someone say, hello again. You turn quickly and see the man ditch, quiet as always, but wisely out of your immediate axe reach. What did you want? You ask. Well, just that I was scouting around this place, you know, Dutch says. And I went up a hill to watch the dredge. The, banner we saw? It's from Einertoft. Einertoft. You grimace as the town's name floods your mind with images. A giant bridge. Hundreds of Varl. Ivor in your way. Your anger focused just beyond him. Einertoft was sacked, the old war leader Krumer says. You'd better be as sure as crap stinks about what you saw, human. Ditch nods quickly. Then I'm going after them, Krumer says. It's not a request. Join the old Varl, though it could be suicide. I don't want to leave my Varl alone. Stick with him, you growl to the few fighters you allow to join. If he's still as lucky as he claims, we'll grab the others and get back in one piece. Okay. Guess we're doing this. Okay, so I want Bolverk. I want Ali as the one with the axes. What's this? Don't know. Yes, I want Ali. Folk is pretty powerful. We're gonna have Bercy, I guess, because he's a... Oh, we got 52 renown, that's why. So let's do some level ups as well. What does he do? What does he do? Let's, I guess, him. Mogan, though. Let's do Mogan. Alright, we're gonna do this. Let's level up Bercy here. We still have how much? 43 renown. Promote. We're gonna give him Bloody Flail. Let's do this. And then he's still got 1 point. Yes, we'll do this. Alright. Let's rank up Krumer. We'll give him Sundering Impact. Give him Exploit. And then Artery Strike. And then call that good, I think. Level 10. No, sir. Alright, let's go. Ready for battle. Okay, ready? Let's go here. This is Krumer. Have him come up here. Oops. Can we hit any of them? No. Let's go forward. Axe Storm. Nice. Alright. Let's go this way. Split these people up a little bit. You can stay here. This is Axe Guy. Move forward one. Jesus, he's strong now. Run this way. Okay. Compared to some other fights, this is relatively easy. start lap licking my hand now. Oops, no, not that. I should have done this regular attack on him. Got greedy. Excuse me. The mangled appearance of a Varl stands in front of you long enough to shout, "You want to stare at me or get out of this feigned mess?" He and the other Varl fighters lope past you with all the strength they have left, knocking away any dredge that get too close. Once back in the village, the deep tones of the scarred Varl utter curses you've never heard before. Then he sees you. You the feigned leader of this pathetic... You the feigned leader of these pathetic humans? The shield banger asks you. These humans are the ravens, you say. And I'm I'm Bolverk. Who are you and why do you look like you were spit out by a cold bear? The Varl stares at you and then cracks what might be a smile beneath all the facial wounds. Oh, is Bolverk starting to think he's Bellower? Fasolt, former commander of what was Einertoft, he says. You might recognize this one beside me. You glance at the Varl, one with barely any horns or beard. Kvig, you ask? What in the depths? Kvig is the youngest Varl, the last one made. We're all that's left of those who fled Grofheim and stood against Bellower at Einertoft, Fasolt says. Kvig, run and get us some damn drinks and some meat. Bolverk and I need to talk. I always figured the ravens were a myth. A Varl always being around so many humans doesn't make any sense. I need fighters. There's a lot more humans to choose from these days. The scowl leaves Fasolt's face for the first time, a distant look in his eyes. I'm alive by luck alone. No skill with a weapon or desire to kill could have seen me through that. Einertoft was a massacre. Fasolt grows quiet. What happened back there? More death than I've seen in all my centuries combined. Bellower led an incredible force against us, with such precision. He moved his hordes of fighters around like his own arms and legs. And if we feigned cut one off, he just grew another. Why do you feel proud? Why didn't more of you flee? Jorinder, he decided to make a stand. I was left for dead. Woke up to actual ravens pecking my face. Damn near got my eyes. Fasolt grows quiet. How did you make it through the fields of dredge? This stuff behind us? Fain easy. Those aren't all dredge warriors. They might all be armed, but they're mostly families. Most won't bother you if you leave them alone. Since when have dredge ever left us alone? They'll still kill you if you stick your ass on the ground for too long, but I'm telling you what I've fain seen. Most of those stone bastards seem to be running scared. Most. Seems to be a number of them hunting something, or someone, though. Stick with us and you can get some revenge. What makes you think I'm interested in anything like that? He holds your stare for a moment before laughing an unexpected, cruel laugh. The truth is, I could kill 100 of these slags a day and not be fulfilled. There's more dredge than rats, and after Grofheim and Irontoft, we, the Varl, are done. The Battle of Borsgard was a bloodbath, too. Oh, what happened? The Ravens were called in to keep people from rioting. Tried to get those people to leave was useless. Then Bellower showed up in an army. A human took him down. A human? The immortal Bellower's dead? His question makes you tense, though you're unclear why. The daughter of a hunter named Rook shot the Sunder with some Volca arrow. Figures. I met the man and his whelp before. Didn't think they'd amount to Sunder Slayers, though. The girl died, but Rook's leading his caravan to Arborang. Hakon and the other Varl are with him. Humans die like flies, don't they? He spits on the ground. If you're heading west, Kvig and I will stick with you and cut south to Arborang and Old Fort. Okay. So another 3 days, huh? Do we have a market? We do. Let's go up to 15 days. And then leave. A couple of scouts rush into town as you prepare to leave. They're closer than we thought, one shouts. It's like the dredge don't need sleep. The fear in the man's voice courses through the fighters and clansmen. In 2 steps you're near him, backhanding him to the ground. You turn and face the caravan. Men try to act strong for their families while the ox bleat nervously. Speed and luck are your only hopes to outpace the dredge and make it to Manahar. We won't be stopping for anything, you shout. Rest included. This is what we call a death march. But what if we're attacked? The Volca asks. The wounded will need rest. You shake your head. We will be attacked, you say. The wounded die or make it to Manahar. That's as simple as it gets. But her words make you consider your caravan. Move out and leave the fighting to those who know how. The caravan responds to the command without complaint. We even see a few smiling at you as if you've done something good by just getting them moving. Stupid humans. From over a hill, dredge emerge armed. Let me and a few others handle this lot, Spar says before coughing violently. Keep going, we know where to find you. And we all know the danger we're in, so don't go getting soft and sentimental on me. Send a dozen fighters to get to dredge at bay? Or keep moving? We're gonna send... Stay to that cough. These others can fight, you tell the old wanderer. He looks at you oddly, unaccustomed to you caring. A small group of fighters follows your orders quickly, confronting the dredge in the midst of song. While they successfully keep the caravan from danger, you have no doubt it's the last time you'll see those fighters. Okay, well, we kept him at least. There's too many of them, Bolverk, Folka yells. And too far to go. We've got to stop for a rest. She's doubled over. Your own sides burn as you gulp air. The rest of the caravan is no better. Rub your legs, you command. Catch your breath, but don't sit or lay down. You're searching the supply cart for food to pass out quickly when a glowing rock lands near your feet. Instinctively, you kick it backwards the way it came, and the explosion gets everyone's attention. The dredge attack. Krumer is injured. We'll kick him out. Let's get Spar in. Only because he does like this thing when... Oh, we don't have enough for now. Never mind. I guess we'll call that good. Hold this faint dredge back while the caravan gets cleared. Oof. Spicy. This might suck, guys. We'll see. Oof. What the hell? Huh. Alrighty then. What could he do again? Oh, he just like... Okay. Wow, they like retaliate. That kind of sucks. Alrighty then. This might be a short fight. Ah, shit. Well, that's fine. Oh, I can't move anymore? I'm already tired of this. He's gonna die. Actually, I think we all will. It was those spikes that he did that murdered us so badly. Yeah? Okay, we got one down. Now we're all gonna get one shot by this dude here. How do I... Yep, we're gonna... That wasn't even like a... We didn't even have a chance at that one. Alright, well, we'll have to redo that in a second. Oh, it was defeat, but we still move on, apparently. Alright, I'll take it. Lots of injuries. It wasn't a game over, at least. The dredge begin killing many of your fallen fighters. You use the time to crawl away until others join you. The dredge decide not to press their advantage. Oof. Okay, let's get going. The caravan is tiring, but so far still marching. Ahead, dredge are climbing out of a crevice. I can make them regret coming out of that hole, Ollie slurs, then belches loudly while hefting his favorite throwing axe. Stay with us, we'll be fine. Ollie shrugs, taking a pull from a water skin which smells distinctly like mead, and stays close by. You veer the caravan away from the dredge and soon outpace them. Before the dredge finish you off, Ollie rises to a knee, blood dripping from his mouth and nose. What? He throws an axe at the dredge closest to you and lands a killing blow. The act is enough to inspire you and the others to rise and flee. Ollie manages to get free as well. Some fall, but the unkindness of ravens continues. I don't... Alright. I feel like that was mistimed, but whatever. The ravens are making good time despite growing tired. Through this pass, you say, and keep your heads down. Suddenly, snow and rocks roar down a hill in front of you. That's no coincidence, you say, and turn to find Dredge pressing in. Oh, well... We're all injured. Let's pull everybody out a second and reassess. So we'll take Bolverk since he's got some... We'll take Zephyr, I guess. I guess I'll try taking all the people who aren't wounded right now. And see what happens. At this point, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. This guy. We have to clear those rocks behind us. Sure, but we have to take care of this dude too. Spear dude's up front. Axe dude back here. Oop. Up front. Here. This guy needs to fall now. Alright, what do your abilities do again? Cold Weak, Killing Blow grants an extra turn. Bear Rage, counterattacks plus lowers armor and causes fear in adjacent enemies. Let's try Bear Rage. We'll just see what happens, right? Counterattack on him sounds great. Are we supposed to, like, turn around and do that? Oh, we are. Shit. Well... I I misunderstood this. I misunderstood this fight, apparently. I think we might lose this one. We're supposed to clear all the blocks? Is that how this is working? I'm mildly puzzled right now. Okay. Stand here. Attack this one. God, we still have all these left to go. Whose turn? Hers. She can't mend herself. Great. I wish some of these fights would better convey what you're supposed to do off the bat. Oh, we're all gonna die here. Who's left? I think we got one small rock, one large rock left. All I can really do is outlast until then, I suppose. Alright, this should do it, hopefully. Really? We cleared all the rocks. What else to do now? Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, wait a sec. Injuries everywhere. Oh, we got a city coming up. You can almost make out the old fort in the distance, but there's open land between you and it. Oddly, the dredge seem to have fallen away. Some ravens begin slowing, tripping over their own feet with exhaustion. Krumer, the old Varl war leader, speaks up. This reminds me of the ambush I sprung on Talon, the craziest chieftain of men I ever fought. His fighters were all strung out and tired like us. One small trick would have ruined our ambush, but lucky for us, they never figured it out. What are you getting at? Bah, never mind the details, the old Varl says. Let me take some fighters to handle the situation. Don't make me regret this. You're too young to have regrets, Krumer says. I've only had 2 in my life. One was sleeping too close to the fire in the Great Hall after eating eggs for 12 days straight. I'll tell you the second another time. A dozen fighters take off with the war leader and disappear over a hill. Hopefully, he comes back, right?
Gods, of all places to make a final stand, I bring us to the old fort. A human bridge that should have crumbled 100 years ago.
And we need water and sleep. These people will help us. Don't attack them. Shield wall, you say, or think you say. Fatigue hinders your every thought. No one forms up as a large group of humans approach from the buildings near the old fort. A small, stout man leads them. Mercenaries, huh? You don't look worth a damn, let alone coin. You reach for your axes, but a few spearmen make it clear you shouldn't. Easy. The last thing we need is to spill each other's blood before that dark wall or the dredge get their chance, eh? Dredge. The word echoes in your head. They don't know what they're doing. The man makes a face, and even Thulka lifts her head enough to squint at you. Well, we're charged with keeping this route open for the clans that went to Armorang, the man says. So we know we're going to be killing as many of those dredges as we can. Threats and commands come to mind, but never make it out of your mouth. The march, the fighting, the lack of sleep all catch up with you and you fall to a knee. You try to catch yourself, but gracelessly your head hits the snow.
Darkness. Purple lightning and a dark sun. What in the depths is this?
Sensing you're being watched, you leap to your feet and reach for Claw and Fang, but they're missing. You roar in anger. The short man by the entrance takes a step back. Easy, Bolverk. No one's trying to harm you. You get to your feet, head pounding. Where are the ravens? You ask. I woke you first, he says. But the others need to get up too. I let you sleep as long as I dared, but we're almost out of time. He motions to a side table and you find your axes undamaged. Who are you and what do you want? You ask. My name's Harder. But that won't matter in a few hours, the man says. We came from Akur. We're the rear guard of the clan's army that went to challenge the king in Arboran. With axes in hand, you ask. Then what do you want from me? Well, I'm no battle leader, Hatter says. I'm just a skirmisher, like all the rest here. I'm proud of myself for not running off already. Plain and simple, you know how to fight, so tell us what to do, and we'll do it. We've got fighters who could use some tips or encouragement, Harder says. Maybe we could build some stake walls with parts of buildings? Up to you, but you don't have time to do much, and no one's expecting miracles. Regardless of how this plays out, I'm glad you stumbled in here when you did. Okay, so apparently we're going to make a stand here. Stepping out into the cold air refreshes you. You look around and are surprised to see stragglers crossing the bridge. Can't believe it, can you? Krumer says, walking among the dozen fighters you sent with him. One of these days, all of you will realize there's only one thing tougher than an old Varl war leader on a mission. The ravens around him look tired, but happy to have made it. Good. You grab a handful of snow and squeeze it in your fist until a trickle of water falls to the ground, a silent tribute to your ravens who didn't make it. Okay. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'll be just like a few minutes. Just a second. Okay, sorry I'm back, guys. I had a delivery I had to handle. But we're all good. We should be good now. Okay, let's see, Hey, Exta! How are you? Edge, edge, edge. So we are kind of holed up in a bad position. Let's see. We're all injured here, right? Oh no, they healed us, thank God. How are you? I'm not sure if you're in the US, but if you are, happy belated Thanksgiving. Houses? Walking among the buildings, a few ravens introduce you to a carpenter from the town. Easy enough to bring a few of these homes and barns down, he says, pointing with a hammer. If you and your ravens help me cart some of the materials from them, we'll make it so any force coming across that bridge will pay dearly. Get started, we don't have much time. Right away, the carpenter says. We'll start here. A few hours later, stake walls are in place as the dredge arrive. They may not save us, you tell Folka, but we'll be able to kill a few more than before. Okay, let's talk to Folka. The shield maiden tightens straps in her armor while glaring at you with red-rimmed eyes. If you've got something to say, say it. We'll be dead before long. We don't have to be. We could leave. Right now. Whoever's after us will roll through here without slowing. We'd be caught in the open. Then we can leave that damn cart here. Let the dredge have it. I gave an oath to... An oath isn't worth all of our feigned lives. That's exactly what an oath is worth. In the following silence, you see Folka's eyes brim with tears. I think Folka has a thing for Bolverk. I don't want to die. Not yet. And I don't want you to die either. Yep, see? I don't know about human Varl relations, but I think she's got a thing for Bolverk. Talk like this is forbidden in the company, but you turn your head, giving her a moment to collect herself. What would you do if the person you followed for years was no longer the same? I'm trying to figure out what's happening to me. You said it yourself. We'll be dead soon. What have you come up with? There's a voice in my head growing louder. I've been fighting to keep it quiet. Bellower's voice, probably. But Bellower's dead. His body... He's asleep. I think the arrow keeps him that way. Folka nods. The conclusion doesn't seem too far-fetched for her. These dreams are things he's seen. The Volca did something to betray him. They were working with the Sunder? I think so, but this has more to do with Ivan and Juno. They did something. Something bad. I don't even think Zephyr knows what they did. The two of you look over at Zephyr. The Volca stares into a fire, lost in thought. So what does all of this mean? I don't know. Nothing if we die here. Now it's if we die here? I thought you were already claiming defeat. Gods, you're annoying. If we die here, I think you'll miss me. You begin to growl at her when a scout's horn signals all fighters to the bridge. If we make it through this, someone in Manahar is going to answer to me. You storm off to the fighting, building your rage with each step. The immensity of the dredge force standing just across the bridge is both terrifying and wondrous. Their droning sounds shake the ground, and you wonder if the old fort can withstand it. Fear is strong in the air. You faintly hear some humans running away, but your ravens stand firm against the impossible odds. You grant yourself a moment of pride for that. Suddenly, the tall wall of dredge warriors begins to move. What in the world? Oh, they brought him back to life? Oh, he's possessed. Creepy. Creepy. Alright, let's reassess. So Zephyr's definitely out. These guys are my sea stringers. Krumer is in. Ollie is in. Bercy is in. Mogad is in. Folka is in. Can I level anybody up? Yes. Yes. All right. That is a lot of people. Is that Nichols? But he's dead. Don't be fooled, that isn't Nichols, but Eyeless. I hated Eyeless. Eyeless was terrible. Alright, we're not gonna do anything rash here. We're gonna let the break do its work. Let them come for us, I think. Because they can't get around if we don't let them, so... I wish I'd moved them around beforehand, but it's fine. Cleo! Honey. You okay? Wow, my cat just came and buried her head in my arm, like, really hard. You okay? Jeez. What's up with you? Bad dream? Okay. That noise isn't gonna get annoying at all. Alright. Honey. Okay. We'll just have everybody sit here, I think. Unless I see otherwise. But these battles have been tricky lately. They've usually been thrown in a curve that I don't anticipate, so we'll see. Let's back him up in favor of Volga. There's a dead dude here. A couple of dead dudes. I wonder if that means we're gonna kill him and they'll resurrect. Alright, let's... I don't know. They look like they're just kind of milling about there, yeah? How close can we get before we get into things? Let's see, it's 2 wide? It's 3 wide. Okay, so if I stick to the outsides, Varl can still get through. Oh lord, he coming. I guess we'll go here. These archers are useless. Just saying. Can I hit those guys? Oh, I can hit this guy if I go here. So then, X Storm him. I feel like it's just gonna summon Eyeless though. Let's see. He's right here. Oh, it hits our people too. Whoops. Duly noted. Duly noted. Okay, alright. Alright, keep going. Go! Aw. I really don't want to kill him just yet. I feel like that I'll summon Eyeless and we got way more dredge right now to worry about. archers. Give Focus some room to move. Watch that backswing by Bolverk. Healing himself, but that's okay. I do that. Alright. Let's do something about this guy then. I don't know what that something is, but rest in place. Get everybody kind of close. Alright, let's do something, huh? Yep, there we go. GTFO. Ouch. Well, that's right, it does that like poison move that hurts everybody at once, right? Yep, it's Tall Boy again. How close do we need to get? Right here? Yep. Hurts so bad. Who's this? Axe guy again. Later Saga 2 really makes use of gimmick battles, and that kind of annoys me a whole lot. Alright. No, he's all the way back there? I thought he'd be at the spine of the body. Mother effer. Be close enough to hit from here? No, I gotta move. Oh, I hate this game! Why is this game so tough? Everybody's dying. Get up there. Our only hope is that this is a scripted loss, honestly. Nope, not a scripted loss. You fall to the ground, frozen ground, knowing the Sunder Eyeless will use your body to further her plans and that Bellower will once again be free. Stay strong, thanks. Is this when it... I gotta load, I guess. Kinda thought it would just like load the game, but I guess not. It would be... here? We are all... okay, good. There was some way we cheesed her last time, and I really don't recall how. We, like, stunned her in place or something. Alright, this is the, hey, I like you, but not really. Hey, I just met you and this is crazy. And I know you're a Varl, but call me maybe? Dredge Force, Fear in the Air. Poor resurrected Nichols. Creepy. Okay, shall we do things differently? Zephyr will take for healing. You out, you out, you out. Definitely Ollie for the ranged. Perhaps we should not leave Nichols for last. I feel like we should get Eyeless moving as soon as possible. Let's get sparring. He, like, did something last time, as I recall. Krumer, obviously. Not Fassel, though. Guess I'll try that. He did something. I don't recall what he did. Was it an insult? Yeah, this is the dude. He stunned him in place. He keeps bumping him down the initiative queue, as I recall. Nichols, but he's dead. Not Nichols, Eyeless. Alright, charge. We're gonna try a all-out charging ahead thing. Oh, he's... Alright. I wish you did chain lightning like the vendors from the first game. Okay, that's what I want. Get Eyeless out and about now. Doesn't reach anybody. I don't know if I'll get it the second time extra, but we'll see. We'll try if nothing else. Let's just start, like, spamming mend. Don't go too far. Who's next in initiative? This one? Up there. Can you reach there? How about him? That would be this guy here. No, I want you to attack. Zoom in. Zoom out. Zoom in. Zoom out. Didn't realize that was the thing. Kind of buffs everybody when you make a kill, which I think is kind of nice. Anybody need mending other than herself? Because she can't mend herself. Do it in the center. This guy. Needs the mends. He does. Not so much. Let's get him. Alright. See what we can do. Keep him up front, but let's see. Not enough willpower. We can fix that. You get all of the willpower. Can't reach, huh? Well, that kind of sucks. Okay, we need to start heading backwards. Doing something to them. Well, you're going down swinging. get through. Every time I try to get through with this dude, he gets blocked. Alright, back him up some more. Next thunder. Nope. Him? Yep, we can probably reach him. Can't see around dudes. I wish I could rotate the battlefield. Well, we now know that the only thing that gives poison is his infected strike. So it infects and knocks back the target, 1 strength damage per turn, and spreads to adjacent allies. So if you don't keep your people bunched up, or because right now the only 2 people that are poisoned right now are these 2. So if you don't keep them bunched up, or if you can keep them separated somehow, not so bad. Still. Alright, so this dude in front of us. This dude. Do it. Can we not? Fine. Double attack feels unnecessary. No willpower to mend. No willpower to that either. might be another case where we end up, dropping the difficulty, guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Come on! Do something. Yeah, all of our attackers are dead. He's about to kick it. Because of poison. She can't even break through his defense. Oh, that's it. Okay. Third time's the charm? Something, something, something? Okay, what can I do differently? Not die, right? Spar I couldn't get anywhere near. Maybe I had it right the first time. Or I kill everybody except the possessed and then make a beeline for Sunder for Eyeless. This last time, yeah, I agree, X. There should be a checkpoints or something. We can combine the first two strategies and the fact that we kill all the extra dredge the first before we touch the possessed guy, and we keep him on to help with keeping Eyeless stunned afterwards. I noticed last time I had a hard time getting sparred in position because there was just too many dredge around. So let's try that. Focus, fine. I guess we just keep with this, I suppose. Zephyr. I'm kind of on the fence with Zephyr. She can heal, but only armor. And she herself, if she has nobody to heal, can't really do anything offensively. But we'll keep at it. I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick before I start again. I'll be right back a second. I'm back. Yes, we cannot afford level ups right now. It based off of renown, and I don't have enough renown to level these guys up. It's also a very linear game. You're kind of progressing. It's like a theme park type game where you're progressing along a set path. So there really is no opportunities to grind either. So you kind of are as you are throughout the game. For the sake of the stream, in one instance in particular, I did lower the difficulty just so we could keep going. Because it's not fair to the stream to restart, I think. But like I said, we're going to try this. We're going to try the same strategy as last time with keeping Eyeless unlocked with Spar, hopefully, or try to at least. And then also combining the clear all the dredge out from before as well. Kroomer, though. We need to get Kroomer in here. Alright, let's try that. I did get some good news just now. In real life. It will impact streaming tomorrow, probably. But when you hear why, you probably won't be able to blame me for not passing this up. I'd say it now, but I'm kind of distracted. But I'm kind of excited. I just got confirmation that it was happening. Alright, so we want... Okay, can I move people around? Kind of, but not really. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yes, Exta. I will probably still stream tomorrow, but the stream will likely be earlier. Just so I can squeeze everything in. My real life job is a library, and I work at a library, but the library is located on a military base, an Air Force base specifically. And I was just notified that I am I'm one of like 10 people, I want to say is going, who are going to be able to use the F-22 training simulator, which is a big deal. But the slot is tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I'm kind of stoked about that. Real life video gaming. I know, I'm excited. I'm a huge nerd about all things. It's one of those things that I wasn't expecting, but when you get the opportunity on base, you just don't pass it up because it's offered to so few people. We are all nerds? Yeah, basically. So I'll likely not be streaming at the same time tomorrow. I'll likely be streaming earlier. Probably by a couple hours. I realize that might mean some people here can't watch. However, I'll have the VOD up on YouTube like usual, so you can at least see what you missed. Assuming we get past this stupid fight, right? This stupid fight. Eyeless is not up yet. Too far. Too far. Too far. Alright, really can't do anything much to this guy. He's really just our eyeless control. Two. One? Damn it. Okay, we need to start mending. Physician, heal people. We need to keep him close so that if when we get some kills, he'll start doing the whole buffing people thing. There we go. Come on, really? There we go, alright. This dude keeps blocking me. It's kind of annoying. Alright, he needs... Can I reach all the way over there? Can. This guy is getting in the way, and I don't want to kill him yet because I don't want to get Eyeless out and about. My dudes can't fit through here. Alright, we gotta get rid of him. Sorry. Shit! Can you watch your backswing there, Bolverk? Immediately gonna raise somebody? Yes. Alright. There's like a hole there. Why all the way over here? You were over here. I don't understand. Why do you suck? Shit, everybody's like in danger here. Okay, charge. Really? Already? I am so done with this game. You have no idea. Okay. Oh, come on! Why did you deflect? It does like the cheese. So bad. I get so frustrated with this. Holy shit. Get in there. Alright. Behind us. Go! Charge! Shit, well... So much for the stun lock. He got killed in one hit. What the fuck is up with that nonsense? Keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go! Okay, who needs the healing the most? Her, probably? Yeah. Alright, keep going. Come on. Hold it together, guys. That's all I ask. Just hold it together. You can't reach over there. Just gather yourself. Are you shitting me? Okay. Okay, this is... Okay, whew! Whew! Part of the story. Oh my gosh. I thought for sure we were getting us reinforcements or something. Eyeless falls to the ground. Suddenly, the chaotic sounds of battle quieten, and the surrounding dredge lower their weapons in shock. A group of dredge guards break through the crowd and begin lifting Eyeless's body. Then you see her arm move. The Sunder is still alive. There is a chance to finish Eyeless if you and a few others are willing to risk charging the dredge. There's no telling what will happen if she's allowed to recover, but you feel a pang of sadness at the thought of killing her. We are super fucking weak. Are you saying with the people we have now? I think we should move, myself. They said up front in the first game that the Sunder can't be killed, though. I think we're gonna move. We're gonna move to Manahar. While Eyeless is carried back to her ranks, you were wounded are dragged back toward the town. That seems the more responsible thing. We're gonna move on. I'm not sure I could pull that off my ass again. Plus that noise is driving me insane. Fatigue slows your muscles as you take the reins of the yaks pulling Bellower's cart. Thousands of eyes watch you. The scared faces of so many dredge left on the battlefield pull at you. Your mind fills with images of Ivan on the tower, of dredge twisting, warping in darkness, shaking, slobbering, roaring. You fight to regain control of your mind. The dredge begin moving south along the river, not as an army, but as people fleeing danger. Many of them start crossing the old ford bridge. Bolverk! Folka shouts. Take the cart! Get to Manahar! We'll hold them here as long as we can! The shield maiden's voice clears your head for a moment. You see her turning proudly, commanding ravens into formation and Gunmunder to lead the clansmen to Arborang. She looks back at you, holding your gaze. We'll be right behind you! Go! Then she joins the shield wall, lending strength to those around her. Ah, your girlfriend! Bolverk, Volka Zephyr says, pulling your attention from the raven banner near the bridge. We must leave, now! The Volka. Their meddling caused this. All of it. You rub at a pain in your chest. Zephyr flinches at the look in your eyes, but you forget her and begin marching toward Manahar, toward vengeance. Aww. I guess we're going back to Rook now? We're not too far apart. Seems like everyone's headed for the capital these days, the small village's baker says. I figure it's just as well to stay put. We've got enough around here to survive, even with the king cutting off trade. You're testing your bowstring and only half listening to the man when Hakon walks up. The baker, unaccustomed to Varl, falls quiet and backs up. The capital's only a few days away now. I know. I'd like to believe we'll make it without any more problems, but that hasn't been our luck. No sense thinking things will change now. You laugh a little, but notice the distant look in Hakon's eyes as he looks towards the Varl tents. I wonder what the old kings, like Thorster and Skymir, would do in my place. Excuse me. They would have kept their people alive. Same as you. I just lost half my people in the old wood. It's like Ivor told me. You can't prepare for a giant serpent attacking. Not even ancient kings could do that. Just keep them alive. No matter what happens in Arborang, protect your people. Hakon looks at you, the confusion leaving his face. Let's get what we need and get going. Maybe it'll be as easy as you make it sound. You give the Varl an encouraging smile. It's the best you can do. Okay. 11-day supplies. Who do we have in Hero Lies? Oh, Ivor. Why did Ivor leave? Everybody's rested. Well... What's our renown? 23. Not that great. Let's talk to her. Nid's boys are just finishing eating and starting to play when you approach her. Ivor left that last time. He left with, what's her face? What's her mender face? Juno. He left with Juno. I was very depressed. Are they getting plenty to eat? I think so. They still have enough energy to get into trouble. It's for the best. Hopefully they can stay children as long as possible. I hope so too. Without allowing you to refuse, she puts a spoon and a bowl with cooked eggs in your hands. You have to try these. It's a family recipe. You take a bite. They're good, but you don't taste anything special. What do you think? I mean, in real life, I've never really liked eggs, but I don't want to be rude here. What's gonna go? Really good, Nid. I think your family's onto something here. Really? You think so? Yeah. Maybe you can set up a shop in Arborang. The archer suddenly looks very amused. I'm glad you liked them, but they're just eggs, cooked like any others. My mother used a family recipe story in each of us kids one at a time or another when we wouldn't eat. She tried to guilt you into eating? She tried anything and everything to raise us, feed us, keep us from getting into too much trouble. Now, with my boys, I understand why. I'm sure you had a bit of that with Alette, but even more so now with this caravan. I doubt there's anything you wouldn't try to keep everyone alive. You think back on all the choices you've made. I just know that we understand and appreciate it. Eventually. Thanks, Nid. I think Nid is supposed to be the Alette stand-in this game. I kind of wonder if we had chosen Rook, if there'd be like a Rook stand-in and Alette would be leading. I'm not sure. Alright, I guess we move on now. The carts just start moving away from the village when you hear a girl shout, "Papa?" You turn to see where she is looking and gasp. From the east, over ground you recently crossed, come a large number of missing clansmen, fighters, and Varl. "Is that Roga?" someone asks. At the front of the group is the former governor of Borsgard. Husbands run out to their wives, and children scream in excitement for the parents they believe to be dead. You make your way out to greet the group as well, but Rugga holds up his hand as you near. Oh, this guy. This guy's that asshole governor who thinks we suck at our job. It's as hard as ever to read the governor's face, and Dagger naturally says nothing. "I hope you didn't get all cleaned up for me, Rook. Was it too much for you to just die when that serpent struck? You seem to be hard to kill as well. Remember that." His tone is not exactly threatening, but not warm either. You decide what to say next. What happened to you after the serpent attacked? I might ask you the same. Dagger and I tried to save a few families before running. You glance at the silent guard, but he neither confirms nor denies the story. His hair looks like me when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I wish I could just plop a helmet on it and go on with my days like he does. I respect that energy. The old wood was like a maze, but we finally escaped, picking up others along the way. We waited for you until we were damn near out of food. I started pushing everyone hard, only sending a couple of men to Tolfur for supplies. The same with us, but our scouts never returned. Rugga scratches the scar around his neck. That's odd. Neither did ours. But here we are, most of us still alive. Thank you for collecting the rest of our clan. Our clan? Is that what we really are? One clan? Believe it or not, that's exactly what we are. I suppose we'll see. We won't be the only ones seeking shelter in Arboron. Families have long memories. Hatred can span generations. Don't be surprised if petty arguments and bad blood rule the day. Do you need to rest before we move on? That's up to the clansmen and fighters. I'm only a servant of the people. His tone is strange, like he's been rehearsing this statement, along with that unnerving grin. I'm sure you could all use a bite at least, if not a few hours to close your eyes. If that's what they want. You glance at Dagger and get nothing, but his stony gaze in return. I'm going to speak to some of the others? Before you do... Dagger shifts slightly. You are shocked by how such a small change puts you on guard. It's not that you're a bad man, Rook, but you've made some bad choices. On the ships, and the bogs, and Lundar, depths even in the Old Wood. And what clan leader leaves half his people behind, scattered and scared? You now notice the fighters gathered behind him. You're a danger to these people. I hope you understand why you have to die. Dagger lunges at you, but an arrow slams into his shield, disrupting his attack. As you fall back in a defensive posture, you nod to Oddleaf, who is knocking another arrow. Looks like we got some insurrection here. Time to school some fools here. Gunelf, I guess. Yes. And then... Yes. Okay. Oh, I can't actually... Fine. This guy gets so injured so quickly for a Varl. It's like, it's unreal how fast he goes down. He's not even a low level, he just, like, crumples like paper. Five? Five. Five. That's unfair. Uncool, guys. So does Oddleaf, too, for that matter. Alright. The sound of fighting is replaced with wailing as family members recognize their fallen kin. Ruga! You shout, disgusted by the needless bloodshed he forced you into. He's gone, Hacken says. Early in the fighting, he slipped away, but we caught his men dagger. Two Varl lead the bound, silent assassin into the middle of everyone. Rocks and Yakstun are hurled at him. Hacken looks at you. Either you handle this or I do. Oh, jeez. You betrayed us, you shout, and all the clansmen back you with a roar of anger. Ruga wanted control and used the lives of Ruga wanted control and used the lives of everyone here to get it. And you helped him. The man's silence infuriates you. There is no mercy for you. No quick death. You grab a blade from the ground and drive it through Dagger's body. His only sound is a grunt of pain. You nod to Hakon, who easily lifts the man and hooks Dagger on a stout branch by his armor. The clansmen curse and spit at Dagger, attend to their fallen, and you leave them to it. Okay. Yep, well then, we handled that. Strumming from a leo and a song from a large number of your clansmen surprises you. A varl stands in the center of them, blushing. It's Skari's 200th year, a varl beside you shouts. The rest of the caravan is slowing to check out the commotion. Make a toast. Make a toast to the varl. To Skari, you start. You've already lived longer than any human here will. May your bravery and strength continue so that you share drinks with the grandchildren of our grandchildren. Skari looks at you and nods. I'll tell them of your bravery and strength. Everyone drinks and laughs and continues on. Alright. The surrounding woods look promising for game and you could use a bit of solitude. Soon deer tracks guide you, but in a clearing the beast has already fallen. Happy birthday, Skari! Scanning the woods, you hear and see nothing. As you approach the deer, you can tell the kill was recent. A black stone, half the size of your fist, lay beside the animal. You pick it up, knowing it to be a dredge weapon. A rustle in the underbrush nearby reveals two hurlers who immediately create deep noises. They are communicating, then one lashes out and attacks you. Okay. Is it just me alone? Yeah. Well, groovy then. I think so too. These aren't that hard. But we've known in the past that this game likes to throw curveballs at you. Man, it's a good thing I actually leveled Rook. As the dredge fall, others from your clan arrive. Not bad, a woman says, booting one of the dredge bodies. A child runs up and does the same. Let's see if there's any more of these slags to kill. Fighters and Varl fan out, and you slip through the woods searching. Word reaches you quickly of a discovered host of dredge. When you arrive, the dredge look cowed, though slingers and stone guards stand protectively around some supplies and young. Oh, this is going back to the whole not all dredge are bad thing, isn't it? Charge them, but let them escape. Fighters and Varl roar their battle cries and run at the dredge, who pick up their young and scatter. A few of the slower ones are wounded in the process, but you're glad it wasn't a slaughter. The water in nearby streams is gradually turning a bright green in places. It looks like the gore from the serpent's wounds. Dead fish are spotted in the dozens, floating by in the faster-moving sections. Some clansmen have fallen ill, others are feeling the effects of only drinking mead. When a few Varls spot a section of clear water, the entire caravan gets excited, but the giants hold them back and tell everyone to listen. A faint tune is drifting across the water. No, from the water. Worried whispers ask, "What's it mean?" Or, "Is it safe?" Or, "I don't care, I'm thirsty." We're not sure yet, Exta. There was a point last game where we could have saved a dredge. Zephyr seems to think, or was it Zephyr or was it? It might have been Juno. Seems to either Zephyr or Juno mentioned that you can communicate with a dredge and that there's families and children fleeing for the same thing that we are, that black bubble thing. I think they are, and I think that's what the game's getting at, but there hasn't been the big reveal yet that they are or are not. Fill a few barrels, we'll boil it first. People complain at having to wait, but the Varl support your caution. Fires are started and the water is boiled. The result is quite a few barrels of clean, fresh water that satisfies most everyone's thirst, but not enough to bring cheer. No one seems to know when the tune from the water stopped playing. Okay, well. The caravan slows at the sight of the Field Gate Bridge. In front of it is a large army of horseborn in formation, weapons drawn. Skathatch, are these your people, your clan or herd? Skathatch shakes his head but does not speak. His eyes scour the new herd. Him! Skathatch points, and you see a large male horseborn. Trigger Kanthe! He killed Roek! The large horseborn sees Skathatch, pointing, and rears on his hind legs, shouting a shrill sound. The other horseborn do likewise before aggressively charging towards you. Okay, guess we're fighting horseborn now. Mogre, Hacken, Aldif is wounded. Let's get maybe Nid. She's kind of weak, but we might need her later. Can we level her? We might be able to level her. Okay. Yeah, they're called centaurs, but the game calls them horseborn. I guess centaur is too much? I don't know. Let's get Hack and level up, maybe. Can we get him up? We're one short. That's fine. But we can give Rook. Oh, I don't know. I think we'll keep that on Rook, actually. We're good. Ready for battle. I think the game is trying to be unique. Nay! Well, I don't know if I can fit there. There's some gaps there. Or some holes there, we'll see. What does this do? Fire arrows at a greater range with 100% chance to hit. Oh, but it still only does one. I was hoping it does more damage. Jeez, they can really whip those. Yeah, he can't get through. We'll have to go around. Oh, I see. She could just fire from further away. It's kind of nice. Oh, she can only go up to 3. Let's get him. This bridge was not made for Varl. I should have had him back up once he could fit through there. Guys, you're blocking the bridge! Okay, well, I did it. A slight cream-colored horseborn with flaxen hair steps out of the ranks of the wounded. Her blue war paint stands out against her otherwise yellow coloration. The remaining horseborn show deference to her. Yeah, I agree, Exta. They get, like, the easy ones. I don't know. It feels unbalanced, you're right. She says a few things in the foreign tongue of her people, but stops when she sees you do not understand. Forgiveness, she says fluently. I speak to you. You have my weapon. Okay. Did we just get ourselves a bride? I'm just kidding. Canary? Sorry for fight. I know it you. Or not, sorry. Sorry for fight, not know it you. She speaks your language with confidence. What do you mean? And who are you? I lead herd. I am... The next word is long, shrill, and confusing, but certain sounds stand out. Canary? Canary smiles and stomps the ground rhythmically with a hoof. That easy? Canary, yes. And you? Rook. Good greetings. Our stories tell of stranger who come help us. You 2 legs that walk on long 4. My kind with you already. She points to the horseborn in your ranks. Yeah, they're not being chased by Dredge. They're just kind of like meandering around. That doesn't make me the stranger in your stories. You need not believe. We believe. We follow you and join your herd. Why? She issues a slew of sounds in her native language before translating. When sun stops and plains break and a god appears, follow 2 legs that walk along 4. This our story. We hold true. You see these things. The sun has stopped and I've seen the ground breaking, but what god are you talking about? Large snake, not from this plane. The serpent. It certainly could be a god. You have seen the god too. You know these signs. You lead us, we follow. Scathatch approaches swiftly. Roek, die from him! He points at the large horseborn. Your fighter killed one of Scathatch's herd. Canary calls for Trigacanthe and the large male approaches. She studies his smug face before killing him with a hidden dagger. Whoa! Justice is swift here. Trigacanthe, not good. Think he lead. Need death. Scathatch watches the male die, appeased. He nods to you and walks away. These guys are simple. I like this. Canary looks at you with a steady gaze instead of the constant movement you experience with Deirdre. Warn her that not everyone likes horseborn. Most of the horseborn we've met have caused us harm, including you. Many of my people won't want to be near your people. Not today, but different day. Herds fight, but forget. Humans remember things a long time. Varl even longer. Herd believes leader. We follow you. Herd grow strong. She bows again, motions to her people, and all the horseborn join your ranks at a respectful distance. Okay.
They say the moon and stars are always visible when you look at Loiga's godstone. How can that be true?
Yeah, at least they're polite. You always know where you stand with them. The moon, her spirit, her stars, her eyes, Aleos says, plucking a few strings of his instrument. Lauga, the god of beauty, and of, well, other things that happen in the night. The skald smiles. The gods may be dead, but my wife still prays to Lauga. I'm thankful for her piety. The skald is not the only one smiling. A quick look around reveals grins throughout the caravan. I see why Aberang has grown so quickly over the years, you say, and the skald laughs. This must be like a goddess of fertility or something. A truth spoken in front of Lauga's stone is supposed to ripple throughout the night, either strengthening the lover's resolve or carrying away undesired affection. Aleo skips away to find his wife. In the shadow of Lauga's godstone, Oddleaf taps you on the shoulder. Ooh, are we gonna have some consummation here? Incredible, isn't it? To Godstone? Or us making it to Aberang? Ha! Both, I guess. Job well done, Rook. You deserve a reward. Did you have a reward in mind? Wink wink. Sure, why not? Let's roll with it. A couple of ideas, yes. And how do I go about finding out what they are? You have to be absolutely sure you want to know. Are you absolutely sure? Her grin is telling. Oh! Rook was married before, but his first wife died. Alette is his daughter. Her mom is dead. And I guess Alette is dead now too. So Rook is alone. Oddleaf was married to the mayor of your village. The mayor died. So these two are kind of widows. I'm absolutely sure. Good, but I can't really tell you here. No? Oddleaf slowly shakes her head, her eyes never leaving yours. Well, let's look around for someplace more suitable. Lead the way. Okay, am I about to get, like... Do I need to, like, censor bar the stream? Others see you smiling and watch the two of you disappear. People will talk, but who cares? Okay, good. Well, that happened. Yeah, there's a lot of whole that happened thing going on. Oh, we're almost to Aberang. Plus.
Finally, we
Aberang
made it.
Plus.
But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
Wind ripples across tents, which multiply the closer you get to Aberang. Dung litters the paths, and it is clear not all from yaks. Rattling coughs mix with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and Horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Various clan banners snap and whip in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Karlshus from Leo's tales, and Strand's banner from previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few Cragsman banners by their muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There is no mixing or unity. I'll push ahead, Prince Luden says. My father will want to see me, and I'll be able to find out what exactly is going on here. Ursa and a few fighters escort him throughout the crowds towards the walls. Old Atakan's people are here, you hear a woman from your caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. Let's say nothing, let them choose? I don't want to, like, force people to stay with me. This is too harsh. We're not going to banish people for not being with us. Let's stay together until we're behind Aberong's walls. The straying clansmen stop and look around to see what others are doing. And how those saved took flight, Aleo sings, leaving the pack like filthy scavengers instead of wolves. The fear of being remembered this way in song is enough to move them back in line. Okay. Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead, you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Aberong's walls. What is this? You ask, confused by all you are taking in. That's the peaceful bit, an older fighter says near you. He looks the type who has seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls, and we can't kill them from here. But what's causing the fighting? You ask. The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sunderslayer, he says. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. King's got food and protective walls. We're starving it with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So, Aberong's at war? The man laughs a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly, he says. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the Varl and even dragged in some worthless horseborn. This fight's for survival. Winner lives, loser's gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria, and you leave unsettled. Okay. The yaks are tended and tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. The Varl King's eyes scan the fields as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we'd better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. These other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around, you agree. We've got an issue, Oddleaf says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the Horseborn. Or the Varl, for that matter. They're starting trouble, and I'm going to stop it. You decide what to do. Oh god, this is like the last city of the first game. Defenses. Food is important. You post a few guards before assembling a team to help you find wood for stake walls. The work is hard, even with the help of Hakon and a few Varl. When the wood is cut and hauled back, Hakon turns to you. We do the heavy lifting. You tell us where to build it. You instruct a few others to oversee your plans for rough defensive structures. The mood has changed since you started working. Another clan attacked us and we lost some people, a fighter says. They said we're wrong for bringing the Varl and Horseborn along. You feel their accusing stares, but say nothing. As soon as you find a stump on which to sit, you look up to see Rugga approaching. Not Rugga again. The former governor is backed by nearly 50 fighters as he walks towards your camp. Everyone watches out of curiosity more than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Rugga says. The king shut his people out. These clans here are here to see that he feeds and protects his people as he's supposed to do, and they've chosen me to lead that cause. The tent flaps close, leaving you and Rugga alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Then let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will turn red. Then say what you came to say before I do something stupid. Rugga snorts his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugga closely while deciding what to say. Why should I believe you at all? Because you see all of these people gathered. Do you think they're out here for fun? No, but I doubt the king just wants to be an ass. If you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you let them in or keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you'd let them in. Unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, the people have a right to an answer, or the food they sent him, and Armorong's protection. I think you'd agree the food and walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question. I mean, that sounds like what he's saying, yes. No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions. Like why he'd leave his people outside the walls to starve. So you plan to break down his walls? That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the black wall? The governor just shakes his head. How did you come to lead the clans? Borsgard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. So this war is unavoidable? Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come up to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too, the mighty Sunderslayer and army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening. Not exactly. You move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. Alright, well this seems like a powder keg we've walked into. Poor caravan morale. Yeah, we do have poor morale, don't we? Alright, so this is a powder keg we've walked into, and unfortunately I have to end the stream now because I have an errand to run. So we will pick this up tomorrow, but like I said, we will be streaming earlier than usual, so I understand if you won't be able to make it. I will have the VOD up on YouTube afterwards. So if I do not see you tomorrow, I will probably see you next week. I have suspended my Final Fantasy streams for now, simply because we are planning on making the jump to Horizon when it launches in December. It turns out Memento is getting some of the gang back together, and I would be a poor friend if I did not join them for this adventure. So while I did say I was not making the jump to Horizon, actually I will be. So you may see Altair running around. In the meantime, like I said, I'm suspending the weekend mining streams just because it seems silly to make progress on a Wings character I may or may not come back to. Plus, I need to break myself before we start going no-lifing on Horizon. So, with all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow, and if I do not see you tomorrow, I will see you next week. Have a good week if I do not see you. Have a good day if I see you tomorrow. And feel free to join my Discord if you feel like you want to see my adventure with the F-22 simulator tomorrow. I'm kind of excited about that. So, have a good day, guys. I'll see you when I see you. And later!